my name is Diana McCarthy from Body for Yoga. Welcome to Chair Yoga Thanksgiving Edition, sponsored by McCarthy Financial Group. Unlike our traditional yoga classes that we do on Zoom every Thursday at 10 a.m., we have pre-recorded this session for you to enjoy at whatever time you're available this Thanksgiving holiday. So this is going to be a great break to kind of catch your breath, especially if you have a lot of running around to do during the Thanksgiving holiday, and just giving yourself a little you time so that you can find a little peace. So with that said, all that you need today is just a chair. Everything else, we're just going to move our bodies and just bring a little self-awareness into the space that we're holding. Make sure that your chair doesn't have wheels. I don't want it to roll out from underneath you, and that it's sturdy and stable for you to kind of side bend and twist without having to do without any hesitations. So as we start our practice, just a few little things. We're always going to move with our breath. So whether it's an inhale or an exhale, we're also going to create a whole lot of body awareness. So just make sure that you're listening to the cues on where to place your body, how to root your feet down to the ground, where they're supposed to settle in, and also even where your gaze is going. Know that this practice is for everyone. So whatever you need to do as far as modifications, although I'll be offering a whole lot of ways to modify, please know you alone know your own body, so feel free to adjust and alter the practice so that it best fits your own needs. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna sit up tall, seated back into our chair, and even though we're sitting back, try not to lean onto the back of your chair. Allow yourself to sit up tall. So imagine if there was a string lifting you from the top of your crown of your head, nice and lengthened. So your spine is tall, shoulders are over your hips, your legs are calm, relaxed, feet are rooted down into the ground, and the goal is to try to bring those feet parallel, about hip width apart. Normally, that's where we're going to hold that space unless I cue you to open up your legs any wider. When we're doing our feet hip width apart, know that the distance of your fist side by side should be more or so the distance of your hips. So that's where you kind of want to create that space. When we root our feet to the ground, we are anchoring them anchoring them down to the earth from their toes to our heels. So as we sit up tall, feel free to close your eyes. Just start to focus on your breathing. Breathing in and out the nose. Just start to feel the ebb and flow of that breath. And as we start to focus on the breath a little more, we're going to extend those inhales and exhales a little longer. We're going to take those inhales in a little deeper. And if you're comfortable, even holding the breath at the top before releasing it slowly once again through the nose. For our practice today, we are going to be practicing with the Ujjayi breath. That means that we're going to take those exhales from the very pit of our throat. So imagine, sometimes it's also called ocean breath. So imagine if you were taking that breath trying to fog up a mirror, but instead of through the mouth, it's going to release through your nose. Inhaling always deep, and always exhaling very slow. Allow yourself to kind of get into that rhythm of the breath. And whenever you're comfortable, we just extend it just a little bit more. And once we start to arrive into a nice, comfortable rhythm, and we surrender into that breath, we're going to start to push away thoughts and distractions. Allow yourself to be present. Let go of any chaos. Let go of anything that no longer serves you. Let go of anything that weighs you down. As we find that breath a little more calmer than the last, we create this beautiful, calm space. Our body slowly begins to just a little bit surrenders into the moment. And from this calm space, let's go ahead and set our intention for our practice. Our intention is a dedication. We're offering love, light, all that positive high vibration that we create, whether it's through movement, through breath, or holding postures. And we're letting that energy flow towards our intention. Sometimes maybe that intention is for ourselves, helping us get through whatever we need to get through. Maybe the intention that we're holding is actually for someone else. someone who needs a little bit more energy than we needed at that moment. Whether it's someone you know or maybe someone you don't really know personally, but you know they need a little positive high vibrations. And upon setting that intention, we're going to start finding some movement. So we're just going to roll those shoulders forward and up on the inhale, pulling the shoulders up in towards the ears. And as you exhale, pull the shoulders back and again down away from the ears. So imagine creating a giant circle with the shoulders. Again, inhale forward and up, and exhale back and down. And the goal here is that we're trying to use the breath to move the body. Inhale, shoulders roll forward and up. Exhale, roll those shoulders back and down. Holding them steady there. On the next movement we're introducing is we're going to bring the chin high as you inhale. You can keep your eyes closed if you like, or open them up, whatever feels most comfortable. When you exhale, we're going to draw the chin down towards the chest, really stretching here our cervical spine. Once again, inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower chin to chest. And we're using that same lengthened breath that we did in the beginning of our practice. Inhale, lift. Last one, exhale, lower chin to chest. On the next breath, we're going to roll the head to the right. And as we roll the head to the right, we're bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. Allowing the weight of the head, we're going to breathe in and out through the nose as we hold our head in this direction. We're going to feel the weight of the head pull to the right side. You're going to feel a nice deep stretch and lengthening on the opposite side of your neck. We have one more inhale here. And as you exhale, we're just going to roll the head forward, lower the chin once again to the chest. And when you're ready to breathe in, roll the head all the way to the left side. Again, breathing in and out through the nose, hold that head over to that left side and notice the left ear pulling down. Try to allow the ear to pull down instead of the shoulder to lift up. Final inhale. As you exhale, roll the head forward once more. Lifting your head and your hands up. Inhale, reach high. Look up right between the hands. And as you exhale, we're going to hinge from the hips and slowly melt forward. So this is when we start to listen to our bodies. If you're more comfortable bringing your hands onto your lap or your chair for support, feel free. If you're comfortable reaching down towards your feet, feel free to do that. Once you're there, we're going to hold this forward fold for 3 full breaths. I want you to imagine taking the breath to the lower back and the hips, trying to surrender and allowing the body to fully fold forward. This is our final breath here, in and out through the nose in this forward fold. And on the next inhale, we're going to rise. And again, we have choices depending on how we're feeling today. You can roll up, letting your arms hang. You can crawl your hands up your body. Either way, we're going to roll up slow as if you were stacking one vertebrae at a time until finally your shoulders stack over your hips and you're seated tall. Again, arms and head up. And just like that, exhale, fold forward once again. Hands come forward and down. And you let those hands hang or rest onto your lap or even onto your chair, wherever you're most comfortable going into it today. One full breath here, in and out through the nose. We're not holding it as long as we did the first time. Option to let the arms hang or crawl up, rolling up. Allow the body to fully pull the body up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Notice how the energy starts in the hips, comes up the back until slowly the shoulders make their way over the ears. Beautiful. We're going to lift those hands high up over the head. This time we're looking forward. We're not going to look right between the hands anymore. As we exhale, we're going to take those elbows back and down, allowing the arms coming into cactus arms. Inhale, reach up once again. And we're going to do cactus arms again. Exhale, elbows back and down. And just going to go sideways so you can see where I'm at. Those elbows are pushing as far back as you can, and the elbows are pinching into the rib cage. Inhale, reach the hands high. We're going to come into our first twist. Exhale as you twist to the right. Land the right hand behind your chair, and the left hand brace it over the right knee. Lead with the right shoulder and slowly turn your head so that your awareness is towards the wall behind you, bringing the chin over the right shoulder. Notice that if you pull the navel in towards your spine, your body is able to sit up tall through the twist. On your next breath, we're going to bring it right back into center, lifting the arms high up over the head. Awareness is forward. Exhale, twisting to the opposite direction. Exhale, left. Left hand landing behind your chair. Right hand bracing over the left knee. And slowly looking over the left shoulder. Bringing the chin over the left shoulder, look towards the wall behind you. Right back into center. Inhale, lift the arms high up over the head. And we're going to take a side bend. Bring the right hand down to your chair, whether it's on the seat or if you've got arms on your chair, either way. If you don't have enough room on your chair, hold on to the lap of the opposite leg. Slowly bend the body over to the right side. The left arm is reaching up and over the head, and you're going to notice how that left bicep is at your left ear. Your awareness is forward. Nice. Inhale, lift to center. Both hands reach up high. Exhale, left hand lands on the chair, on the lap or the opposite leg. Slowly bend, and as you bend to that left side, that right arm pulls up and over. Try not to fold here. The body tends to want to pull the right shoulder forward just to bend more. I rather you bend less and just do a side bend, stacking the shoulders. On your next breath, we're going to lift to center. Both hands meet at the top. And we're going to hold them there through the exhale. On the next breath, just the right leg comes forward. Wiggle the toes of the right foot. Wiggle the fingers of both of your hands. Open, close the hands, and start to rotate those wrists and then also the ankle of the right leg. We're going to point the toes forward and reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. As you flex the right foot, we're going to shift the hands forward, palms facing forward, and you're feeling a nice deep stretch through the forearms and shin. Inhale, point the right toes up, and both hands reach up high over the head. And remember, if you're modifying, if your shoulders are a little sore, you don't have to bring the arms high. You can bring them lower. It's wherever you're comfortable. Exhale, flex. Hands come forward, palms face forward, right foot is flexed. Last one, inhale, reach and point. Exhale, flex, hands and feet. Beautiful. We're going to release the right foot down and bring both hands back up towards the ceiling. Your gaze is still forward towards your camera, or towards your monitor, I should say. I'm looking at the camera, not you. We're going to take the left leg and inhale it straight forward. And again, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, open, close the hands. Start to rotate wrists and that left ankle. Whichever direction you're rotating, don't forget to do the reverse side. Point the toes, stretch the fingertips up over the head. Flex the left foot and reach the hands forward with those palms facing forward with those wrists flexed. Again, inhale, reach and point. Remember, we are seated tall the whole time. Exhale, flex, hands and feet. Notice that your wrists land at the same height of the shoulders. Inhale, reach and point. Last one here. Exhale, hands and feet. Nice. And as the hands come right back up as you inhale, that left leg comes down to the ground, roots back down to the floor. Exhale into cactus arms. Reach those elbows back and down. Pull, pull, pull. And then reach all the way up. Transitioning through a forward fold first before we make our way into our next part of our sequence. Again, your hands can reach towards the floor, or they can reach on, land onto your chair, or even onto your lap. On the next breath, we're going to roll up. Whether you choose to walk those hands up the body or letting them hang, it is entirely up to you. Perfect. So now we're going to kind of engage our core a little bit more. And we're going to keep that breath consistent with our movements. We're going to slide forward onto our chair. So your sitting bones are still on your seat, but the most part of your thighs are hanging over your chair. So anytime when we lift our legs from here, you're going to feel it a lot more on your quads. We're going to start with our hands high up over the head. Inhale, lift. And while those hands are reaching up, we're going to root the left foot to the ground to find the stability and bring that right leg up. Again, reach and point, fingertips and hands. Exhale, flex, hands and feet, wrists land at the shoulders. Inhale, reach. Exhale, flex. And remember, if you're not comfortable bringing that leg so high, you can lower it down lower. It's whatever feels comfortable. Inhale, reach and point. Bring that foot down to the ground and swan dive down, forward fold. So your arms are opening outward. As you fold forward with that swan dive, your hands reach out and then slowly lower down to the ground. Always remembering that you can land them on the lap or your chair instead. We're going to do a reverse swan dive. So that means instead of rolling our back up bit by bit or vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going to try to keep a straight back. Inhale, press both feet into the ground. Reverse swan dive, arms reach out and then all the way up. You'll notice how the quads engage, the inner thighs engage, and a lot more work onto the lower half of our back. We're going to break that now, that left leg forward as the right foot roots to the ground. Inhale, reach and point, fingers and toes. Exhale, flex, hands and feet. Once again, inhale, reach. Exhale, flex. Inhale, hands up. Fingertips point up, toes point forward. Release the feet down to the ground and swan dive down once more. Melting forward, reaching as low as you're comfortable. Reverse swan dive. Feet root to the ground. Arms are going to slowly reach out and up. And we're lifting the back gently as we press our feet down to the ground. We're going to take our hands alongside the body. Take your time making those arms come down. And we're going to open up our stance a little bit wider. So your knees and your ankles are still going to line up. But notice now your toes are pointing out. Your feet may land a little bit wider than your chair if you're comfortable. And this is wherever you feel comfortable doing it. We're going to start by doing a few cows and cats. And we're going to just kind of just open up our backs. I may go sideways in a minute so you can see exactly what I'm doing. When we're coming into our cow pose, I want you to bring your hands inwards towards your thighs to pull the shoulders back and open up the chest, elbows pinching back. When we come into our cat pose, we're going to curve our back and we're going to reach our hands almost to the front of our knees, tuck in our tailbone, bring our chin to our chest, and allow that back to curl. So if I'm going sideways, what you're going to notice is your hands are going to pull in, chest open, chin up, tailbone back for cow. Exhale, hands reach forward in front of the knees. We curl our back. Imagine a cat, probably why it's called cat pose. And tucking in that tailbone. And again, inhale, cow. Use the breath to move the body. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Big deep breath and exhale, cat. We've loosened up our lower backs really well. Come into a neutral, strong, straight back. So shoulders pull down away from the ears. We still have our same stance. Heels are in, toes are out. We are going to straighten out just the right leg. In straightening out the right leg, the goal is to bring the foot flat. But if you're not comfortable with the foot flat, feel free to just land the heel and let the heel rest and give you support. If you're comfortable pointing the toes to the right foot, do so. Bring the foot flat wherever you're at. We're going to start with a seated warrior two. Bring those hands out and notice that your hands are as high as the shoulders. When you breathe in and out through the nose, you're going to feel that stretch and lengthening arms outward. Beautiful. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, turn your head over the left shoulder. Look towards the fingertips of your left hand. Breathe in and out here. Beautiful. We're going to come into a reverse warrior. The right hand can either land on your chair or on your thigh of that straight right leg. Either way, slowly slide your body towards the right side. Drop the right shoulder down and let the left hand come up towards the ceiling, or even if you're comfortable, a little bit more up and over the head so that you are bringing your bicep at your ear. It should feel like a nice deep side bend. We're going to come into an extended side angle. First, we're going to come into warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left elbow and left knee, extended side angle, right hand up and over. If you're not comfortable with that right arm over the head, bringing the bicep to your ear, that hand could reach up towards the ceiling instead. So we're gonna do a little movement here and bring ourselves into a seated runner's lunge. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, that right hand that's reaching up is gonna come over the head, almost a giant circle, and land on the inside of the left foot. You could bring the left hand down to the ground as well. If you're not comfortable here, keep that left elbow onto the left knee and just reach the hand down. It does not have to touch. What I do want you to feel is the right shoulder squaring off with the left so that they're both at the same level. Deep stretch through that left hip. We're gonna windmill that right arm back up and open into that extended side angle. And then lift the body up on the next breath back into a warrior two seated. Hands are as high as the shoulders. Nice. We're gonna bring our hands down to our chair for support. Bend the right knee and stretch out the left. And again, you could point the toes if you want. You could flex the foot and just land that heel down and find that stability there. What I do want you to focus on is that the right knee and ankle are lined up. Start with the warrior two. Arms extend out. We are seated. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, turn your head over the right shoulder. Look towards the fingertips of the right hand. And the chin comes right over the right shoulder. We're going to reverse this warrior. So slowly bring the left hand down to your chair or down to your left leg. Either way, the right arm is going to come either straight up or a little bit more over the head. Deep side bend to the left side. You're going to feel it really stretching, a lot of stretching through the right side torso as the body lengthens from the right hip. Back into a warrior two as you inhale, arms out. Extended side angle, right elbow, right knee, left arm either straight up towards the sky or over the head. One more breath. We're going to come into that seated runner's lunge. Bring that left hand all the way, full rotation down towards the ground on the inside of the right foot. Notice how that left shoulder has dropped. Feel free to stay here if you want to take it further. Your right hand can also land on the ground on the outside of the right foot. Wherever you are at, we're going to windmill open into the extended side angle. Left arm all the way up, right elbow to the right knee, and then lift back up to warrior two. Hands to the chair, bend the left knee. Beautiful. We're going to bring ourselves, we should be almost just on those sitting bones. Most of the leg is hanging out. That's what allows us to kind of side bend so deep. We're going to parallel the feet. So we're going to slide those toes, point them forward. We're going to do a wide leg forward fold, and we want to make sure that when we pull forward and the weight shifts to the balls of our feet, our body can hold us without falling off of our chair. Arms up, inhale. Cactus arms to the exhale. Open up the chest. Nice, big heart opener here. Inhale, reach up. Swan dive down. Exhale, forward fold. Bring that body all the way down. And again, always know you can modify. If your hands are not comfortable touching the floor, rest the elbows on the knees and just let the body pull forward. You don't have to bring yourself all the way down. It's wherever you're comfortable. It doesn't even matter what your practice looked like yesterday. It's how you're feeling today during this practice. So we're going to slowly go ahead and bring one hand at a time onto each knee, right and left. Beautiful. We're going to take a deep breath and come just about an inch or two up. Exhale, hold it. Another 1 or 2 inches up. Inhale. Exhale, hold it. So you're kind of still leaning forward here. And then the rest of the way up, inhale, push those hands against the legs to lift all the way up. We are going to bring just the right shoulder down right into the center. Exhale down, and then inhale all the way up. Exhale, left shoulder right into the center, all the way as far as you're comfortable. And then inhale all the way up. One more time each side. Exhale, right shoulder down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left shoulder down. And inhale, rise. Beautiful. Let's walk those feet closer together. Once again, hip width apart. And if we've forgotten, we can bring our fist to fist. And now we know exactly where our hip width is, and we can realign ourselves in the proper posture. Pull the shoulders up and back. Take a deep inhale. Let your hands rest on your knees, palms down. Slide the hands forward to the front of the knee. Inhale, chin all the way up. Shoulders are going to shift a little further back and the chest is going to open. Notice how your tailbone shifts back a little bit. And then we're going to slowly curl the spine, roll the back, I should say, not roll back, roll the back, tuck in the tailbone, look towards the belly button, bringing your chin to your chest. Slowly inhale, chest forward, shoulders back, elbows pointing behind you, chin up. Last exhale, roll the back. This is our last cat, excuse me. Come back to center, neutral spine. Nice. And just like we started our practice with a little bit of mindful breaths, we're going to roll the shoulders forward and up, close your eyes. Exhale the shoulders back and down. Once again, inhale, shoulders forward and up. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Inhale deep, look up. Exhale slow, bring the awareness down towards the ground or keep your eyes closed, up to you. One last time, inhale, chin up. And exhale, chin down. Come back into center. And for our Savasana today, I would like to lead you through a Nadi Shodhana breath. So I'm going to come a little closer to the camera so it's a little easier for you to follow. We're going to bring our hands onto our nose to feel that breath a little deeper. We're going to be using our thumb and our middle finger, or pointer finger. Our thumb and our ring finger, back and forth. And basically what we're doing is we're closing one nostril at a time. We're going to slide back and forth. I'm going to cue you on when to breathe in and out, but just know that if you need to shorten the breath a little bit, feel free to do so. I'm not going to do the extended breath right in the beginning. I may do that a little bit further along, just to make sure that we are not overdoing our breathing so quickly. All right, so starting with your thumb, pressing that nostril closed. Inhale through the open nostril. We're going to hold the breath at the top and we're going to switch sides. Close the nostril that you just breathed in through and release the thumb. And now exhale through that side. Without changing your hands, inhale through that side. Press the thumb to close the nostril. As you close the nostril, you open up the other side and then exhale. Inhale. Switch nostrils while you hold the breath and exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath as you switch and close the opposite nostril and exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath as you switch and exhale. Let's go ahead and close the eyes. Focus a little bit more on the breath. Inhale. Hold, switch, exhale. Inhale. Hold, switch, exhale. Inhale. Hold, switch, exhale. Inhale. Hold and switch, exhale. Inhale. Hold, switch, exhale. Last one, deepest breath yet. Inhale deep. Hold as you switch. Slowest exhale yet. And release that breath. Release the hands from the nose. Bring the hands high up over the head. Deep breath in. Palms connect at the top and slowly lower those hands to heart. Taking a moment to bow our head, let's engage for a moment. Really connect with your inner energy. Take a moment to appreciate and honor that beautiful divine light within yourself. Take a moment to recognize and embrace your strength, your own healing vibrations. Take a moment to recognize we all have the same heart, the same love, light, and energy. During this Thanksgiving time, and before and after, may we lead with an open heart. May we lead with an open mind. May we not hesitate to share love, light, and compassion. May we lead with a positive energy. The light within me honors, sees, and truly appreciates the divine, beautiful light within each of you. Thank you so very much for allowing me to guide you through today's practice. May the beautiful energy that we have cultivated together today stay with you and guide you through the rest of your day and get you through any challenges that may come before you. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. See you on Thursdays at 10 a.m. for free chair yoga. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday.
Hey folks, Kevin McCarthy here, McCarthy Financial Group. My wife Diana.
Hello.
From Body for Yoga and McCarthy Financial Group. Hardest person working on YouTube.
And Zoom, I think.
Everywhere. We just wanted to come on here and from our family to yours, wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Have a great day.
Be safe. Bye now.